So today's the day to stack another brick in the YouTube journey. One of the goals is to grow the YouTube channel. And there might be a lot of people out there that are doing the same thing. So let's just talk about it. Let's talk about how resilience plays a major key. Now, look, I mean, I had this, there's this quote by Prodigy of Mobb Deep. He said, "I'm all up in the dirt where your hands get muddy, plus the outcome turns out to be lovely." And it really does. If you get your hands dirty enough and you just keep grinding, you don't have to have everything perfect. You start from the bottom and you climb to the top. And it's really not all about the recognition or the vanity metrics. It's more so about the journey that you're on, the self-improvement journey. So I'm talking about YouTube today, but you can apply this to any kind of goal. But you get your hands dirty. You just keep showing up. Now, I've been putting out a video every single week, at least one video per week for a whole year straight. Last month was a year in November. So I just keep going, okay? And in my mind, I actually thought that I would be able to get monetized by now, because I saw a lot of other small YouTubers who were doing that with their consistency. Now, the reason why I keep going is because it's not just about that. You know, that's kind of like a side benefit. And the YouTube partner program, it's not all, it's not life-changing. They throw you a couple dollars. Really, it's not that much. It's not gonna, don't get me wrong, it helps. But to me, it's more of an indication, okay, whatever you're doing, it works for some reason. But what I really want to talk about today, let me just say, if you don't know me, my name's Kevin Del Rosario. I have this channel here, Next Level Thought. And I talk about manifestation. I talk about self-development, goals, overcoming bad habits, and all kinds of things. I have so many videos that you can look back on. But the major thing that I want to talk about today is actually getting your hands dirty and taking action. I see a lot of YouTubers. Now, I watch tons of new YouTubers constantly. And there's this little trend emerging where people are saying, and I don't know where this started, and I don't know how people started to think this is cool, but they're talking about giving up on their desires. Like, basically not desiring anything, just let go. What do they say? They say things like, just be, stop wanting, stop striving for things, stop wanting things so bad. And now there is a little bit of truth to that, because if they used an example, like if you want a girlfriend or a boyfriend and you desire them so bad and you're so needy, you end up pushing them away. They're like, they're kind of repulsed by it. So it's a good point. However, you don't want to be needy. Like, I don't need to be monetized on YouTube. I don't need to have 100,000 subscribers. Now, I still do want it. I'm not going to kid myself, and I'm not going to sit here and try to act like I don't want that, because, I mean, we all want goals. And even these people that are creating these YouTube videos saying, just be, I don't want this stuff. And they're saying, let go of want. But, if you were to put $100,000 or $1 million in front of them and say, you want it? Do you think they're going to just say, do you think they're strong enough and that spiritually awakened to the point where they're going to be like, oh, no, I don't want that. I'm above that. No, I don't think so. So, I mean, we got to keep it real. I mean, we honestly got to keep it real with ourselves. We all want things. We all desire things. And those desires were put in us for a reason. So stop fighting against nature. Now, a lot of people feel lost. And the first thing that I want to mention is that action breeds clarity. You only can see the path when you start taking action. When you start doing what it is that you want to do, you start to see the other avenues that open up. I mean, a lot of different avenues can open up just by getting your hands dirty, getting in the midst of things, getting in the thick of it all. And this is the beautiful part about learning. The minute you stop learning is the minute you start to get old. So, I mean, you see it all the time with people who are getting older. Some of them don't want to keep up with technology, or some of them don't want to keep up with their exercise regimen, or it's just the inaction is what causes you to get old. And in a sense, when you stop being active, you're giving up. If you've ever read the book Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, he said in that book, you can tell when one of the prisoners, because it was in the concentration camps of Auschwitz under harsh conditions, but essentially what would happen when somebody would start to smoke, because you would have to trade your food for cigarettes if you wanted to smoke cigarettes. They were considered a luxury item in there. So they noticed that when somebody would start to smoke, it wouldn't be long before they would just die. They would die of starvation or whatever. But the smoking was an indication that they weren't going to make it. They weren't going to be able to make it. Now, a lot of them died because the conditions were so harsh. They were working these prisoners for 12 hours a day. They weren't feeding them much, so they weren't getting enough nutrients. And they were sleeping in very harsh conditions. So, very sad thing that happened to these people. But I found it interesting that when somebody would give up, they would decide they were going to smoke. They were just going to take the edge off, ease the pain a little bit. And that's when you knew they gave up. And a lot of times in life, we end up doing the same thing. I also kind of look at life, regular life here, in this modern day, 2024, as a concentration camp. I actually like to look at it that way. Even though it's not under those same harsh conditions, I think there's a few parallels as to, some of the things that we go through here on this suffering plane that we live on. But if you begin to trade your time or your health or your mental well-being for any kind of pleasurable act, you're in essence, you're kind of giving up. You're starting to give up. And you're giving up on your goals, and you're giving up on your dreams. Now, in these concentration camps, the number one factor, what Viktor Frankl found out, was that the people who ended up surviving these harsh conditions did so because they had something to look forward to. They had some goal to struggle and strive for. And it's that striving of that goal that kept them happy. And, of course the goal is not guaranteed, but it was the process of going for it that kept them afloat. So it's a survival thing. Now, we're all on this path, right? We're all going to make mistakes. When we're striving for what we want, of course we're going to make mistakes. We're not going to do things right. But remember, taking action is better than inaction. We're fighting inertia here. Forget all those other people on YouTube that are saying, oh, just be inert. Just exist. Just don't do anything. Just sit in a chair all day and disintegrate into the chair. It's crazy. It kind of annoys me. You don't want to, down the road be like, damn, I was just existing for years and years, and now I regret it. You know what I mean? Now I'm like, damn, I should have done something. That's one of the worst things. When you ask old people in the nursing homes, they've done numbers of studies, and they always ask elderly people in the nursing homes what their biggest regrets were. And it's not what they did. It's always what they didn't do. Oh, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I wish I traveled more. I wish I started that business idea. I wish I talked to that person. I wish I did so many things. That's what they all say. We're all going to get old, and we're all going to have regrets. Choose which kind of regrets you want. And I can think, I'm 45 years old now? I'm going to be 45 this year. So I've been around the block, right? And I could tell you this. My biggest regrets so far are things that I didn't do, or things that I wish I did 10 years earlier. It's never the things that I did. I mean, even the things that I did and I made mistakes on, like even big mistakes, I kind of regret it, but at the same time, it made me stronger in a way. So you got to be willing to make some mistakes, because that's where the learning process is. There's no real lesson like learning a valuable hard lesson, and you got to be good at making little pivots. Hey, that didn't work. Let's turn over here and see what this is going to do. All right, what's next? That didn't work. Oh, I kind of messed up there. Let me try a different thing. And you can get caught up into, well, that's like chasing too many rabbits at once. But honestly, you're not chasing too many rabbits at once. You still have a main objective that you're going after. All you need to do is stay focused to find the solution for your overarching goal. And it's important to dream big. It really is important to dream big. And if you're around people who shoot down your dream and say, oh, that's not realistic, or that can't happen, you've got poison in your circle. You need to take care of that, man. Get that poison out of your circle. It's like eating fast food. I can guarantee you, the people who think like that gorge on fast food, probably slam down Doritos and drink soft drinks, because their system is poisoned. Their mentality is poisoned. The body's the mind, and the mind is the body. I'm going off on a lot of tangents right now because this is just a video. I honestly don't even really feel like recording a video. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about. I just don't feel good right now. I feel tired, exhausted, had a long day, but I'm showing up to prove a point to myself that I'm continuing on this minimum of 1 video per week. And I'm not really good at YouTube right now. Of course I'm not. But one day I will be good. And that day is coming. So that's why I keep showing up day after day. Because you can't build that resilience and you can't build that mastery if you don't show up every day. So there's a beauty in just showing up. Just doing the work. You got to do what's hard once in a while. I mean, this video obviously is not for those that want to just be inert. Just exist. Just lamp. This video is not for them. But I hope that someday they may return to this video by chance, or a video just like this one, and say, you know what? I gotta snap out of it. Let me go after what I want. Let me get up and just start going to work out. A lot of times it's like this. Like, some of us are so inert. That's the word I'm going to continue to use, is inert. That we just don't do anything, right? And it's almost like depression, but it's not depression. It's like on the border of depression. Depression happens as a result, in my opinion, of being inert for too long. So, sometimes it might be, let me just get up and go for a hike. Let me go for a walk. Maybe even go for a jog. Or maybe I should just get up and go get a gym membership if I haven't been working out. You got to move your body. An object in motion will stay in motion. An object at rest is going to stay at rest until it's rest in peace. So I think what a lot of people get tripped up on, especially the younger people, is that they think it's cool what a lot of these people are saying. Just be, just chill. Don't desire things. Don't go after things. Don't want anything. There's this whole trend of not wanting things. You're probably going to see videos pop up on this topic pretty soon, but it's, it is annoying to me, but I got to understand that it's there for a reason. There's a reason why things like this pick up and these little trends start to happen. I just want to say, embrace the mess. Get your hands dirty. Get a little muddy. I don't know. I feel like there's an art to life. And whatever we do, we're creating art. When you're struggling and you're striving towards a worthwhile goal, now you have some meaning. You have some purpose in life. All right. So no matter how harsh the conditions get, no matter how tough it is, and no matter how many obstacles are thrown at you, you can appreciate the beauty of the struggle. Talib Kweli had a song called Life is a Beautiful Struggle. And it's so true. It is a beautiful struggle. The struggle is what makes it so beautiful. Without the struggle, what is it? Just no challenge? No video game? That's no fun. We're trying to have fun here. You know? If it's all, everything just handed to you on a silver platter, what's the fun in that? There's no fun in that. You'll get bored of that pretty quickly. So, embrace the struggle, embrace the grind. Whatever is difficult is a beautiful thing, man. All right? So that's my video for today. I want you guys to keep getting to the next level and keep pounding the pavement and making happen. All right? Peace. We out of here, YouTube.